Greetings, everybody. My name is Joseph Barnhart. I'm a fellow classmate of yours in Business Calm 532. Today we'll talk about the Internet, Chapter 19, in our lovely handbook, Communication Technology Updates and Fundamentals. Alrighty, so let's get right to it. Hope everybody's having fun. View the slide and follow along with me. So, first thing we'll talk about is, what is the Internet? What is the Internet? Well, the Internet is a global computer networking providing a variety of information and communications facilities consisting of interconnected networks using standardized communications and protocols. So glad it's easier to use than it is to define. How about that? So, the Internet goes back as far as being initially established in 1969. It probably is earlier than that too, but as far as going public in 1969, and the first internet was actually called ARPANET. It's the first informational system that used packets, the packet switching protocol across the networking system. Then from there it starts developing into some other things. But next, the next big accomplishment in dealing with the internet came in 1971. That's when the first email was developed, and also along with it, the first ebook. So well before Kindle came out and Barnes and Noble, we had the first ebook established in 1971. So going down through the timeline, we're gonna go to in 1975, the first email program was developed, and this was when the birth of the reply button and the forward functions came about. 1975. So long ago. Next, in 1977, these are just some key facts I'm going to give you. You follow along in the slides as well. Some of them there, some are not. This next tidbit, in 1977, the first PC modem was developed. 1977. That's when dial-up first came out and was able to get into the web. It wasn't even dial-up. It was really, really slow then. But that's when our first footstep on moon started for the beginning of the internet. Next, we have 1978, when the worst thing in the world could have came up with spam. Spam was created in California, go figure. Basically, it's unsolicited commercial emails. Spam was created in 1978, and it's very much so prevalent now. Another tidbit, in 1984, the first domain name system was created. Domain names are stuff like .org, .com, .edu that we use for Liberty as well. 1987, the internet grew from 1 in 1969 to 30 hosted websites in 1987. Another good tidbit is in 1989, a famous company was established. Unless you hear a little tidbit here, see if you pick up on it.
You've got mail.
How about that? That's when AOL was established and launched. AOL is one of the pioneers of the internet. They started the first email capability to where you was able to talk to other people, and instant messaging as well. So that started in 1989. So we give homage to those gentlemen and ladies who pioneered our first portions of the internet in those time frames. To this day now, we have new things that have started, established, like Google as a search engine, Bing. Then you have different search engines, like you have Safari, you have Firefox as well, among others. So next, we're going to go to the next slide. We're going to talk about some of the domain names, some of the top domain names that we have in our day and time right now. I'll just go through some of them. We have .aero, .biz. One of the most famous one worldwide is .com. For most school systems and educational establishments, they use .edu. The government uses .gov. If you create a website and you create a domain name for basically just information given out to different peoples throughout society, you will use a .info. A lot of places like job sites like Career Builder, that's on the internet, they would use a domain name like .jobs. Then you have, of course, .net, .org, and one of my favorite ones that I just started using is .travel. So these domain names allow you to identify different websites and what kind of content you will see on there. Next, I wish I had Vanna White here. Next, we're going to go over Sorry about that. The growth of the internet. The internet grew very fast once gentlemen, as you all see in the Olympics, they gave homage to the gentleman who actually created the World Wide Web over in London. Once the World Wide Web caught on, it became a fast phenomenon and took over the world per se. They make reference to that being the Web 2.0, which is one of the fastest things. And you can make reference to this in page 284 in our textbook as well. Give you a few examples of some web applications that have now since been created on the World Wide Web or www to help us aid us in our searching, entertainment, education, entertainment as well. Just different genres of music, shows, just anything you want is on the World Wide Web. If you think of it, somebody got it on there for you. So quick examples of some applications that are on the websites on the internet. We have Wikipedia, which are wikis, different kind of wikis that are out there. Blogs, which you have a famous website for that is blogger.com. For podcasts, they take your different areas, we'll say, of entertainment as far as like with Liberty have a podcast for the NBA program, for different programs in the NBA. So that's you can do that through iTunes U. Then of course one of the most favorable world-renowned social networking sites is Facebook. So now, as you well know, Facebook and Google have now partnered together, and there are a lot of smartphones, but we'll go over that later on there. So stand by for that information there. All right, so next we'll go over what is mobile internet. Mobile internet is something that we're using pretty much now in today's technology, today's time, with using mobile internet devices, which is labeled as an MID. Mobile internet devices are small internet communication units designed to provide entertainment, information, and local-based services for consumer markets. The MID is a larger form or factor of a handheld device, but smaller than an ultra-mobile PC. So let's talk about that. So we have a lot of devices these days, like this right here, smartphone, which is a mobile device. You have tablets. You have laptops, which I'm using today to do my presentation to my lovely classmates there. And we have desktops, and we have, now that I see they have watches that you can have internet capabilities on, and the list goes on and on and on. So if you just search the web internet, you will see that there are many different devices out there that you can get involved with. Some things that provide you internet services while you're out and about. You have Wi-Fi. Some famous places for that, like Panera Bread. We can sit there and surf the internet for free to your devices. A lot of times, places will have what they call secure Wi-Fi. We have to get a password to use their internet services, i.e., hotels. Before, I say the mid-2000s, was charging people to use the Wi-Fi capabilities at the hotel. Mobile broadband now is a new technology that we use for different features. Stand by, I'm having a brain cramp there, I'm sorry. Mobile broadband is what we use on telephones, wireless internet devices called MiFis, which you can get at local cell phone companies. And also, these things are used in the field. The best example I give you that is during Hurricane Katrina, when it hit New Orleans. They was able to have internet access down there by using mobile devices to communicate with other cities and states, and of course with the government to provide aid to the lost people down there, and also to take care of their medical needs as well with the doctors, to have visual conferences to take care of the patients down there as well. So internet actually provides entertainment, but also saves lives, which is a wonderful thing. Next is we'll talk about internet security. Right now, it's all over the news where people are getting their identity stolen. People are hacking into systems, the government systems, stealing money, information that they shouldn't be messing with at all. Internet security is a very big threat right now, because by everybody doing majority of their life being on the internet or mobile devices, is very enticing for criminals to want to tap into your systems. So there's some different programs out there that will help you provide internet security, such as Norton Internet Security. You have different various brands. You have different websites. Like if you go to make a purchase online on the internet, you will go to a secure site. For example, you use PayPal. You notice a little lock icon on your screen or in the address bar there that lets you know this the site that you're on now is secure and that your information should be protected. But then there are companies out there that do offer extended security for you to protect your identity and your information there. One of the biggest problems we have right now in society is that we have a thing called cyber squatting. Cyber squatting is the registration of domain names on the internet, is where people are hoping to sell information or licensing to profit their person, opposed to the company getting profits from it. So it's almost like piracy, when you're making a copy of a CD and selling it, and not the artist making money off of it themselves. So cyber squatting is a new thing now that internet security agencies are trying to prevent from happening to preserve the financial stability of companies. Now, I noticed in my research for this that there's an age gap in people using the internet for various reasons. If you go to the slide, it says current internet statuses, and this is broken down per age groups. Of course, we all know ages from 18 to 29 is the most innovative age group right now who's buying into the technology, whether it's using a gaming system to go online to play with friends across the world, or the country or the state, the city, smartphones where they talking to one another through maybe Twitter, text messaging, video chatting with Tango applications or Skype. It's different things that people are using in the age group. And also, too, it allows teachers to communicate and teach classes to children in different cities and states as well. So that age bracket right there is pretty much like the big marketing scheme for the new technology that's out. The next group we're going to have is age 39 or 49. They're in the middle of the road there. They're next and not too far out of the loop. And also they're right on it as well. And then we have the age group of 50 to 64, who are most of our parents or grandparents who are trying to hold on to learn the new technology, new things. But then you get the age group of 60 plus, where they're just really almost getting phased out, which is kind of sad because they still need to function in this world to be viable in this world as well. But they're getting phased out because a lot of them don't have the mental capacity or willing to accept change to adapt in life. Hence why the internet now is booming and is kind of, it's good and bad. It has its pros and cons. But that leads me to my question for this assignment here. And I did thoroughly enjoy myself talking with you guys and giving information on this chapter on the internet. It says, since the fast growth and expansion of the internet, individuals have a lot less personal interactions with one another, whether it's at work, school, home, or even church. What do you foresee individuals neglecting, replacing, or making a lesser priority in life? Maybe their Christian walk? Who knows? So it was my pleasure to speak with you today. I thank you. Hopefully I gave you some information that you did not know about. If not, if you already knew it, God bless you. I thank you. And look, happy speeds, good trails. Thank you for joining me. Bye-bye.